Gotta love a satin skirt. They are so luminous. They have a beautiful drape. They're often cut on the bias, so they have that gorgeous swing. They can skim over the body beautifully, but they can also show up a lot of lumps and bumps. Case in point, this stunning lace shirt. Unless I tuck it into tights, and even then, it's just every little lump and bump shows. Even with magic knickers, you can still get a little bit of unpleasant wrinkling and lines. You could wear, of course, tights underneath, but what if you want to wear an open sandal? In fact, that reminds me, I must get some of those tights that you can actually poke your toes through. You could also wear shapewear, but if you're anything like me, sometimes the shapewear just creates more lumps and bumps. So what to do? You know, we could play around with tucking and all those sorts of things, putting belts over the top, or you could put something over the top of the skirt. I have just the thing. This is a crochet skirt, and it is really similar in shape and style to the satin one. So it's going to still give a nice drape, and it's not going to ruin the lines of this skirt. So let's pop it on and see what it looks like. Okay, does this surprise you? It really surprised me how great this looks. It still allows that skirt to shine from underneath. You can still see that luminosity as I move. It's a similar shape and drape, so it works beautifully, and along with this shirt, it actually ends up looking like a dress. So let me try a few ways I can style up this gorgeous new frock I have on. We don't have to put a plain pump with something like this. Just because it's classic cream doesn't mean that we can't go a little out there. So I've put on some leopard print mules, and I'm going to put over the top this beautiful leopard print belt. Just gives a warmer contrast to all that cream. And because this waistband, of course, is a little bit meh, it's just elastic, I think having a belt over the top works beautifully. And then a caramelly bag. Et voila, the caramel bag picks up on the tones of the shoes and the belt, and a fabulous pair of sunnies complete the look. Black accessories now with a fabulous heel. Again, it has a whole heap of texture in it. Nothing wrong with that. And then a crossbody bag in black, and of course fabulous belt. And the other thing that could be done with this outfit is actually to put on something, because it's, you know, a lot of cream happening, so to put on something black around the neck and tucking it into the V just gives it that beautiful tone on tone look, the black and the cream together, and adds a little bit of sophistication, sweetie darling. Love it, love it, love it. And you might also notice that I've actually pulled the skirt up a little bit, so I've just rolled it at the waist and I've tucked it under the belt, and I've pulled it in extra hard to help squash the bulk under there. But it just gives a different line, having it a little bit shorter. I could put a black blazer over the top of this, for sure it would look stunning, maybe even white. But I like the idea of playing up texture upon texture. So adding something that's almost black, you can see this is black and deep grey, over the top. See how great that looks? And then I've got the bag. And because it's textured and reflects the light in a certain way, and it's not so deep, it actually brings a lightness to the outfit rather than having something super heavy and matte and dark. And another idea, more crochet. So over the top, this amazing crochet jacket that just gives a whole other level to this outfit. Let me know if you think it's too much. I don't. And I'm going to put the belt on the outside. And there it is, over the top with the collar popped out. I don't like it so wide like this, that sort of 70s look, so I'd probably just have it sitting up like that. Maybe even unbutton it a bit more, just to give it a little bit of skin at the front here. And then with a bag that's not black, black would look okay, but I like the idea again of having something textured and just in complementary tones. And so this bag works perfectly with it. So we have to make unique outfits. No, we don't want boring. Sorry, we just don't. And then lastly, I just had to show you these belts. You may have seen in my stories about these belts. They are from Nina, who's on Etsy. I'll put her link in the show notes. But she makes these handcrafted belts, corset belts, many different types of belts actually. And I ordered this one in this stunning caramel tan, and also the black one. I mean, just look at that craftsmanship. The leather is superb. The fit is incredible. I'm just obsessed with these. So I wanted to show you how they look on. Now, I have a quasi-matching shoe on. Fabulous heel, I think looks sensational with this. That's the other thing too, is taking something that's delicate and sweet and pretty and adding these more masculine elements, I think works so very beautifully. So let me just try this on for you now. Now, having a handcrafted belt is really important because they are so beautifully done and so strong, and you really need to haul a corset belt in. If you're going to wear one, you have to wear it tight. And so that's what I've done here. I've drawn it in as tight as it will go, and I like that it has room for if I lose or gain weight as well. But check out the shape of this. I mean, look at that. Look how beautiful. Love how it's got a little sort of nick here on the side. Love how it draws in. It's flexible. It doesn't feel uncomfortable. It moves beautifully with me. And I can also, of course, wear it with this at the back and just have that flat piece at the front. Now with this, I would not then put on a caramel bag. I think that you can just get a little bit too matchy. So I put something that goes with the frock. Here we go with a bag that ties in with the dress. And I like that it cuts across the belt because the belt is so much tan. It's just such a big expanse. It's nice to have something that breaks it up a little bit. And then just one more sweet little thing that I wanted to try over the top of this before I go. This is a vintage coat that I found on eBay. It's called Real Craft. It's authentically vintage, probably from the late 60s, I think. And it has the best shape. I just wanted to try it over the top. And this could be more of a, you know, special sort of luncheon thing, or even an evening event, or you could take it from day to night. And I also wanted to see what looks better, either having the cuff or having it pulled up. And I actually think I like the cuff down. I could also, of course, change up the heels and the belt if I was doing an evening thing to something more shimmery. But I just love all of these textures and different fabrics combining, and that the sheen, the lurex through this coat is picked up on the skirt as I move. Absolutely gorgeous. Oh, and one more thing. I'm ever keen to do the Chitty Babe hat. Still trying to find a way to make that work for me. Do you wear hats like this? You know, I'm ever unsure about them. Which way to wear them. Back like that. I don't know. I'm so wannabe, aren't I? Darn youth, it doesn't last long. Anyway, I hope you found that a bit of fun. These are beautiful pieces, and I just love mixing the different textures, the different shades, little pops of darker colour over light, that kind of thing. It's just so happy making. I hope you get time to play in your wardrobe really soon.